So this is where we camped last night. Nice little spot. It's a really beautiful morning. We stayed up, actually we got up a bit later than we intended because I really didn't sleep well. It's not used to the wild camping thing yet. So we're going to drop the tent and go and find a nice place to have coffee with a nice view somewhere. So it's day 2. Excuse me. A bit croaky this morning. I really didn't sleep well at all because there were so many midges around and I needed a wee and I didn't want to get out because I thought I was going to get eaten alive by midges. So I kept staying and staying and staying and staying in bed, and I just couldn't sleep because I needed a wee, which is so silly. I should have just got up. It's kind of, can you hear? There's like no wind, no birds. It's just a trickle of water in the background, and that's it. Little fly maybe. So my job, Paul's taking the tent down. I've got to wash a few little camp things. I'm undecided whether to take more of this water and drink it. I still don't feel like I can trust it to drink it, to be honest, but it's going to be so hot again today. We've got 4 days of extreme heat now, apparently, like 30 degrees Celsius every day. So I'm not sure whether it's, I don't think it's a wise decision to not take any of it. But my bag has broken. The squeezy bag that I use with the mini soil filter has broken. So I'm going to have to find a way around it. But I'd rather have water, and we can chuck some sterilisation tablets in it and actually have water than not have anything at all. I'm not really sure where the next place that we can get water is because my phone doesn't have a connection. So I can't actually get access to any information other than 10 miles away there's a good spot for filling up and a shop and things. 10 miles is a long way to go if you've got no water in the heat, so better get on with my chores, I think. So we're finally setting off. Filtering water actually took ages, so that's a bit of a learning curve. We've got to remember to leave more time in the evening, or I don't know, just not in the first thing in the morning. We wanted to get going at sort of 5:30, 6, but now it's 20 past 8 and we're just leaving the place. It's starting to already get really hot, so I'm pretty conscious that we want to press on while it's not majorly hot. And we're going to aim for the reservoir at Torside or Crowden. You get Torside this side of the reservoir, Crowden on the other side. So that's a good place where we can top up with water. Actually, we're okay for water right now. All the water's brown though. So I've just drank a litre of it. So I hope that's okay. My previous experience with drinking filtered water led me to get pesticide poisoning. So not keen to do that again. That was not pleasant at all. So look at this view that I'm looking at now. It's just, that's where we're walking. It's amazing. So still, there's no wind. There's quite a few midges back there still. They don't seem to bother me quite so much as they bother Paul. They really like to eat him, so we've got one midgie head net between us. It's not a breath of wind. Right, see how we get on. So we're going down this really steep set of steps basically. It's a bit like the Jacob's Ladder on the other side, but going down. So when we get to the bottom, we've got to go up the next little bit. Doesn't seem too bad. Just got to really watch where you put your feet though. It's very like steps, but obviously not like the ones you get in your house. So they're all higgledy-piggledy. They're quite solid though. I like to fall down here though. not much water around, but every now and then come across little puddly bits like this. This path is going on and on and on and on and on, just following the slabs. Been on it for, I don't know, a good couple of miles already, I guess. So up there we get to cross over a main road. Can't see the cars now, but we could see it back there. And it looks like a van. So we're having kind of visions of this being like a salad bar, falafel and hummus and nice things. Could be an ice cream truck. It's probably just a parked van though. So we reached the road. Got to cross over the road. There's actually bus stops here as well. Car parking. Unfortunately, the van that we thought was going to be food truck disappeared. So that's where we just came from. Got to go over there. We're both getting quite overheated at the moment, so we're just desperately searching for a little bit of shade so we can have a rest. But of course, there's no real trees on the Pennine Way. So, and the sun is quite up ahead, so if we look at our shadows, they're really short. We're starting to get some blister action. My feet are baking hot and could really do with just cooling off a bit. So, but this landscape, we're in this path that we're following along, and it's kind of raised up at the side. So, although there's a tiny bit of breeze, there's not really much to speak of, and no shade, like I say. So I don't know. We're just going to press on, I think, and try to find some. If not, we're going to have to just try and create our own shade and maybe put our walking poles in and put a towel over the top and try to just get some sun off our heads for 15 minutes or so to have a little rest from it. And it's not even that late. It's still only 11:15 and it's just roasting hot. We've done about 5 miles, so we're halfway to where we want to get to today. We're not sure if we're going to press on a bit further when we get there, but the idea is that we get to this reservoir and then see what our options are. See if we can get some food, maybe a place to stay, possibly a shower. We might wild camp again tonight if we feel that we can do that. So, but yeah, first priority, find a bit of shade and have a rest and get some snacks and drinks in, I think. Yeah. Just came across this really nice little stream. It sounds like very refreshing right now. In the end, we had to stop in the sun to sort out feet, get a drink, an energy drink. It's so tempting to stop and put our feet in this and have a little wash. Got to see if we can get a little bit closer to it up ahead. So Paul just desperately wants to go in for a swim. We came across this, it's so tempting. I'm going to put my feet in, cool off a bit. Today's actually a special day because it's Paul's 50th birthday. So he's basically allowed to do whatever he wants. So we stopped by the waterfall. We both actually went in for a bit of a dip and a wash. It's just so refreshing. It's freezing cold water. Hope you can hear me because the waterfall's pretty loud. So it kind of escalated and we ended up, we've washed our t-shirts out, just rinsed them in the water and put them back on so that they're nice and cold. We're now having a cup of tea. I just got the stove going. So I think we're going to just rest here for a bit. We've also got the tent drying because it was so wet this morning. It was making it really heavy for Paul to carry. But actually, it looks kind of dry already, so that's going to help a lot. And as you can see, we've got all our stuff out just drying and organising. We're right on the path. The path is just literally up here. So we can carry on when we want, but it's really nice that we can just put our wrists and our feet in the water whenever we want to cool down a bit, have a little break, and then carry on perhaps when it's a bit cooler in the day. So you may have noticed I'm sporting a new look now. So we worked out that if we put our buffs in the water, we stayed for like 2 hours there here and got just freshened up. Now it's like the main heat of the day has gone over, so we started walking again. But we put our buffs in the water, which was nice and cold, and then put them on our heads to keep our temperatures down. I was a bit worried that we were going to get heat stroke or something. We also filtered a bunch more water, just got fully hydrated. We're following the stream still, and this bit seems like it was, you know, if it's like wet weather, it would be really boggy down here because we had to pick our way through in certain sections. Looks like I've got to make a choice. Do I go high? Do I go straight? What do you think? So it looks like there's an arrow here going left. Oh, there's a nice breeze on the top finally. It's kind of an acorn. Not too many signs on this route really. Let's show you around. It's a bit windy now. That's where we came from. It'd be pretty easy to get lost up here, I think, if the weather was bad. So there's the reservoir. We're supposed to be camping on the other side of that tonight, so we're going along here. We just met this guy in front. He's done the Pennine Way before, so I've been pumping him for information a bit. And then we cut down this hill somewhere, not sure where yet. So we've made it down, now we've got some protection from these trees there, which is great. The reservoir is just there, and we have to walk around and go to the other side. So we're almost there, which is great. We're a little bit worried about the guy behind us because he got lost and he's got no hat and he seems to have run out of water. I offered him some of our water but he refused. And he looks very like he's struggling a lot. So I hope he's going to be okay. He's staying in the same campsite as us tonight. We're going to try to stay there. He told us that they take backpackers with no booking, so that's good to know. So we should be able to get in no problem, and our aim is to get a decent meal. We're a little bit concerned about our food supplies because I really reduced the food on this trip compared to the office dike. We brought 3 evening meals with us, so we've eaten 1 last night, and we kind of want to keep 2 as a backup, so we're going to try and go to the next village tonight to get some proper food.